Lucky enough to be here with Bernard Fanning. You know, one thing missing from cricket these days, Bernard, is the walkout song for the players.
There's just not enough entertainment, is there,
Wouldn't
Damien?
it pump it up? It's your industry. How about we go through some of the great players of Australia of the last 20 years, and let's try and come up with a song. What about Dave Warne? Explosive, bit of a party time. You know what I'm thinking?
But what are you thinking?
I'm thinking the Wayne's World theme.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Warner's World, party time, excellent. What about that?
I like it.
One of your favourites, Michael Slater. What do you remember about Slax's musical
I know that
love?
he was... I've always wanted to pick this bone with him and Shane Warne, actually. I once heard them talking about how they went to a Joshua Caddison concert. I think it was in the middle of a test. Even.
So do you understand now why bowlers hate batsmen and leg spinners?
I totally understand why you would hate those two after going to a Joshua Caddison concert.
I knew it was the end of Michael Slater's career, Bernard. When I looked through his CD collection, because I used to do that, I found a Britney Spears CD. So Hit Me Baby One More Time, Slats, that was the end of your career. Hey mate, what about Stephen Smith, the current captain? You got a song for him to walk out to?
It'd have to be, well, he looks like MC Hammer when he's batting. So it would have to be Hammer time, wouldn't it? Like he's like, I was reading someone saying, he's like spectacles, testicles, wallet and watch when he's about to face up. So yeah.
Stephen Smith, Hammer time.
Hammer time.
What about Ricky Ponting, one of my good mates, one of the greatest batsmen of all time? I'm going to go Gangnam Style. I reckon he looks a bit like Sy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay,
and not a bad day. Will you take that one?
I'm not saying anything.
Punter. Bernard made me say that. Hey, what about Mr. Cricket? One of our favourite players of all time. Have you got a song? He used to sing the song underneath the Southern Cross.
He was that guy, yeah. So I would say it'd have to be maybe in that Oz rock territory, and maybe Great Southern Land.
Bang.
Yeah.
I like it for Mr. Cricket. Hey, what about Stephen Waugh, Tugger? Real heart and soul of the team. Loved tradition, loved the Aussie anthems.
Liked a finger-picked country song too, didn't he?
Bit country and western for my liking.
And he was slightly for mine, but he was a big John Williamson man, I believe. True Blue.
It has to be True Blue.
True Blue.
Well done, Tug. Adam Gilchrist, quick story on that. New Zealand Tour 2000, Brian Murgatroyd, team manager, come to me, Flem, they want walkout music. Put your song in there and pass it on. Of course, I don't do that. Brian, stupid. I fill out everyone's songs, right? So I had ABBA, I had Kiss, I had everything there. But for Adam Gilchrist, I put How's That by Sherbet. So he walked out, got knocked over second ball, walked back into Sherbet. He got in the room, so he wasn't happy.
Oh, you had to walk back out to it when you got out?
They actually did it walking in and then also working out.
Oh,
so how's that? Probably not good. But do you have what about a Powderfinger song for Gil? We love Gil.
Okay, well, he was a joy to watch batting, wasn't he?
One of the best.
At any position in the order, either any format as well.
What about the big song at the time for us in the dressing room?
My Happiness.
Are we happy with that?
That's
he
good.
brought so much happiness
He
to
did.
cricket followers and teammates. Shane Warne, always an interesting topic, this one. Warnie, I wasn't a big fan of his music. I remember it liked pop music like ABBA, Aqua. Remember Barbie Girl?
No.
Ricky Martin,
Really?
He liked that sort of music. One day in India, we're about to go out and bowl.
Is that what was playing when he did the thing with the stumper?
That was it.
It was at that?
That was his Barbie Girl phase. What do you think about that? So I walk out to bowl against India. I want to be an angry fast bowler. He's got Easy Lover by Phil Collins on the jukebox. I go to John Buchanan, I go, Buck, you want me to be a big angry fast bowler? And walk out to that? None for 52 off 8. Thanks, Warnie. What about an Australian song for the big man?
For Warnie, it would have to be
Larger Than Life. Blonde
In
hair.
Excess.
Yes.
Hutchins.
Yes.
Hutchins/Warne. Suicide Blonde.
It has to be.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Warnie, that is perfect. What about the big Diz? Jason Gillespie, one of my big mates, bit of a hard rock, heavy metal fan.
He was a metalhead, wasn't he?
But
Metallica guy, wasn't he?
Metallica. I met Lemmy one day for Motorhead.
You're kidding.
And early in the day, this is how freaky
He would have been a
is.
big cricket fan, I'd imagine.
Not
Lemmy.
a big cricket fan. No,
Maybe
we're
not so
walking
much.
off, and I got intimidated. I didn't know what to say to him. Walking over the road. Earlier that day, I talked Jason Gillespie into buying the best of Motorhead.
You're kidding.
Later that night, saw Lemmy. Unbelievable. But he's a South Australian boy. Got to go Powderfinger.
Yeah, okay. the appropriate song, I guess, would be Hindley Street. And Dizzy probably would have spent quite a bit of time late night down there as well over the years.
No doubt about it. Glenn McGrath, one of our fast bowling cartel members, one of the best fast bowlers of all time. Little bit predictable, little bit boring. Didn't bowl a bad ball,
Never.
Didn't swing the ball a long way. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
In Excess again. Don't change.
Don't change. Yeah, that's
one of the greatest Australian songs of all time for one of the greatest
bowlers.
Australians of all time.
Yep.
Hey, last one. Fleming. Damien Fleming.
This is talking about something for you to
Gotta
go out
walk
and
out
bat.
walk out and bat.
It'd probably have to be Wish You Well, wouldn't it?
Well,
Even though you were
why
an
would you say
all-rounder.
that?
You were an all-rounder.
bowling all-rounder.
A bowling all-rounder. But yeah, I'd say Wish You Well.
Geez, you're not bad. I'm going to go one more for me. Passenger, which is my favourite powder finger all time, because in those great Australian teams, I felt like a bit of a passenger. Hey mate, thanks for that. I reckon we've got it. What about with you walking out to bat? What are we at number 3 for Australia? What would pump you up?
I would say Houses of the Holy by Led Zeppelin.
What a great riff.
Yeah.
I reckon I'm putting down for 100 on debut. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Flem. Cheers.